Yep, y'all know what it is. Eagles Wear Boxing coming up here right now, baby. That's right. I see my brother up in there. My brother, much respect. Derek Beatty, first one in. He don't take no administrative leave and shit. No, my cops don't. They ain't cops. They managers. They don't take administrative leave. So yeah, y'all can. If you want to take administrative leave, take administrative leave. We ain't got no problem with that. Derek hold it down by himself. Salute to my brother. He by himself. He hold it down. Ain't worried about it, man. Administrative leave. Plus he had to come through because he don't. We can't do a show. We can't wrap a show up. We can't do a Friday wrap or something without the roaches crawling off the wall or something like that. But anyway, I appreciate everybody coming through. Yeah. Yeah, Derek laughing there. Yeah. Ain't no administrative leaves up in here. Yeah. We gotta do we gotta do what we gotta do. Is that my brother? I can't see it because it's on the small screen. I wait till it blow up. I think that's my brother's Sir Flame finally came up here. There he is. Sir Flame gave me goosebumps right now. We didn't know what happened to you, man. I was worried about you, man. I ain't got no kind of contact information, brother. I'll read it out later, though. You already know what it is. We got a little bit of time before we read that out, but salute to the brother. Coming up in there. Yup. Hey, I was worried about you, man. That's real talk. I'm not playing about this at all, man. I'm not playing about it. I promise you, I'm not playing. I'm like, God dang. I said my brother Sir had to go back. Because the last information I got was, the last thing I heard is, that there was a problem, like with the mechanic. All I knew, it was a problem. That's all me and Derek know. We just knew it was some kind of problem. All we knew was problem. Yep. No credit card, no problem. No check, no problem. No cash, problem. And that's all we knew. And so I was like, oh no. I said, my brother. I said, no, not my brother. I said, my brother. Oh, I said, I haven't seen Sir for a while, man. I said, I got to read it out myself. I got tired of reading it out myself. I said, I got to read it out myself. I said, Sir ain't nowhere around. Didn't I, Derek? I had to read it out. I had to stop reading. I said, I'm not going to read it. I said, I know it by heart. I said, I'm not going to read it out. My brother might have added some stuff to it. You know what I mean? So I'm like, no, I'm not going to read that out. So I was waiting. I'm like, man, I'm just, because I know how we all people, you know what I mean? So I don't know what goes on. I'm like, I try to tell people, I said, look, you never know. I tell people about me. I say, I don't know me like that. It's hard. I can't, how am I know somebody else? I don't even know me. I don't know me like that, brother. I promise you, I don't know me like that. I know me up until a point, Derek Bailey. I know me up until a point, but after that, I don't know me like that. I don't know me like that. It's like, I just don't know it, brother. I don't know me like that, man. I mess around and, no, I would never do that. Then I have that whole jail mentality. My whole talk will be different. Oh man, you know how it is with the setup and all that. See, my whole voice, everything I talk about, all that stuff will change. I'd be like, man, you know how the man is and all that. You know what's up. Or I'll probably just, but knowing me, I'll just man up. Yeah, I'll be like, nah, I just messed up. That's all I'll tell you. I just messed up, dog. That's it. I'll be like, I just messed up. But I was worried about you, brother. I promise you, I was worried about you. I don't play like that with my people, man. I was worried about you, man. I was like, man, I said, Sir done had to hand somebody up or something, or something had to happen. Yeah. You didn't get to hear you didn't get to hear Ray. Ray came in here because over the weekend I went through some shit, and then Ray was here like I think that it was either last show. Yeah, Ray was here last show. He told Derek and them. Yeah, because a lot of people don't be believing that I be getting into like people act like they want beef like sometimes. But Ray was right there laughing. Ray was like crying. He was in another car. He was just like he was dying because he came to see me and whatever. And he was dying. He was dying. We was crying for like 2 hours. Like it was a long time. But we just you know he's gonna snap. You already knew that was gonna happen. Yeah. But anyway, Sir Flame said salute to Derek Bay. Derek Bay right back at Sir Flame. That's right. Salute at Sir Flame. Derek Bay said, "Yep." Yelling, "Yep." Yeah. Okay. Sir Flame said my fuel injection decided not to work. Had to get that work out. They wanted 2 arms and a leg. Yeah, they always want 2 arms and a leg. They always want to leave you. They always want to leave you crippled. I don't have that, man. If I told you, man, it's good, brother. Make sure that you guys, if you guys have cars or when you get cars or whatever, make sure that you go find just go talk to mechanics and stuff like that. Just talk to them. Like every once in a while, just find a mechanic. It sounds stupid, but just go. Talk, see what kind of work they do, see if they guarantee their work, see what kind of persons they are, look around the shop and all that. You know what I mean? You have to do that with everything, man. That's why it's good to have networking. That's why I try to tell you guys, even on here, I said that we should be networking. That's what we do, man. Gotta look out for each other, man. They talk about that, the brothers keepers and all that, but then nobody wants to be the brothers keeper. I'm my brother's keeper. Yeah, you're supposed to keep him. He keep you and you keep him. Stop, man, with the stupid. When people don't do that, all I do is I go on a spending spree sometimes, Derek. I get mad. When I get mad, I don't even do. All I do is go buy shit, and I'm not talking about clothes. I go buy something expensive when I get mad, or I get upset. I just go buy something expensive, because I want you to hate even more. I mean, you don't want to pay attention to me, but I want you to hate even more now. Oh, you wouldn't get that. So if I want to go get something, I go get a Lamborghini or something. But it's like I go get a Lamborghini because I wanted the damn Lamborghini because maybe I got fueled by somebody making me mad. You know what I mean? So shut up. Leave me alone. I get what I want to get. If I want to go get a Lambo, I go get a Lambo. Shut your ass up. I do what I want to do. I wasn't put here to not have what everybody else have, or just I wasn't put here to. Nobody's here to have what Derek, you're here to have what you want to. Sir, you're here to have what you want to, brother. Believe that. Both of y'all here to have what you want to, man. F what people say. Y'all here to have what you want to. Ain't no pressure. Can't nobody say, oh, you can't have this, you can't. You do what you want to. You can have what you want to. All that. Just you can have it if you want it. A lot of that shit just don't interest me. I was going to go get one, but I said, nah, ain't shit don't really interest me. And plus, I'm all low and shit. I don't like shit like that. It's just scary. I don't like cars. I like cars where I feel like if something happened, I'm gonna survive. I don't like no shit where that Earl Spence says you got to get lucky on shit like that. You got to get real fortunate. Had that been a big ass, truck, wouldn't have did shit. He would have stayed in the car. He wouldn't even have got hurt. He'd be like, damn, I done knocked the pole down. You see what I mean? So, man, get out of here. Man, I get tired. That's one thing. We don't get to have stuff that we're supposed to have on other shit, on other people's values and other people's ideas or other people's rejection of us in life. So we don't get to have, that's what we got to fight our way out of it, man. This is like they try to put us in a bag and shit and just hold us up like this all you doing today and just put you back in the bag. No. You ain't putting us back in no damn bag. We're gonna break out the bag, man. We're gonna pour some water on it and get up out of there. And I had a pocket full of water. These man. They something else, man. Yeah. Yeah, Derek Bay said, yeah, we thought at Sir Flame. He said, told the mechanic, let me holler at you for a minute. Yeah. Hey, that's what Derek brought that up about me. Yeah. Monday. Yeah. Let me holler at you for a minute, man. Come on. We thought you was on that. Let me holler at you for a minute, though, sir. Yeah. It was funny because as soon as I left the oil change, it went out. So I thought they did something. My car. So I flipped. Yeah. Oh yeah. He said he thought he did something to his car, so he just flipped. So he said, man, F that. Yeah, sir. Yeah, sir was about. I told you, man. That's why we was worried about you. I see my queen out there. Yeah. A lot of these out there. Yeah, Sir Flame. We thought Sir Flame. Yeah, that's the whole time I was thinking. I told Derek and them. I said, hey, man, I'm worried about Sir because Sir usually he come in late, but he come in early day. But I said he comes in late, but usually he would drop. When he comes in, when Sir Flame come in, Sir Flame will at least like he has to drop the rules down when he come up in here. And I'm like, man, I ain't seen the rules for a minute. And after you gave us that story, I was like, Sir, then put those paws in hand. He didn't hand it somebody up. We gonna hear stories and stuff. Sir Flame crying at Derek Bay. Yeah, Derek Bay said, yeah, yeah. That is ironic at Sir Flame. Yeah, that's right. Oh, they want 8. I can't even get the words out. Sir Flame said they want 875 to fix. Damn, see that's what I'm saying, man. They want to cripple you. Yeah, what? Hey, you take the bus until till you get your money right or whatever. Like, huh? What's wrong with y'all? I can't stand when they give me like certain news. That's why I said, make sure, Lala D, that you know like your own mechanics and stuff like that. People, you just get to know them. Just get to know so they don't take advantage of you and stuff like that. Just get to know good people, and then, that's what say. I'm gonna be bringing my car to y'all from now, right? They be like, bet, bring it to us. We're gonna take care of you. We ain't gonna overcharge you. Bam, make sure, and then take it in there and then check out their service. Go there for something easy first. Go there for like oil change and stuff like that. Just, go there for something. Even though oil change is real important. Put the drain plug back on and the oil filter tight and all that, and to put the right oil in. And that is important for your lubrication of your car. But if they, if they do that right, then they probably can do other stuff right. The other stuff doesn't matter as much because it's more tightening, taking stuff off, replacing stuff. That's all. That's all mechanics is just replacing something. Because really, no, it's electronic timing now, so it's not. You don't have to go get it, timed or nothing like that. You just got to change the plugs every once in a while. Get the the timing belt dead. Simple. Get that stuff done before it goes out though. Because you have more of a problem if the timing belt goes out. You're gonna have more of a problem than if it don't go out. If you're just replacing it. And now they got the tensioner and all that type of stuff. Yeah, bitch, y'all know what you do. I'm just giving my little. I don't know shit. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I don't celebrate them, but Sir Flame said, yep, right before Christmas. I know that. Lala D, she said, hey, it's Cynthia. She got her hearts up there real good. Look at her. I can't hear anything at the shop. Okay, she said getting the headlight fixed. Okay, you can't hear nothing? Okay. We can say all kinds of stuff about Lala, then she can't hear nothing. Cool. And I'll be trying to use my voice and stuff on here too, though. So I know a lot of people, they can't, they got that hearing sometimes. But Eagle turn up that, I turn up the volume on my voice and stuff. So just to make sure, I kind of do a half in between broadcast voice and my radio voice. But it is what it is up in here, Eagle's Web. Yep. Sir Flame said, pocket full of water. And you tried to pay for something. Lala D said, Derek, she got the heart up good. Derek Bay said, peace, queen, that Lala D. Lala D say, Sir Flame, she got the heart. Yeah, Sir Flame says, look to the queen, that Lala D. Got the crown up there real good. Sir Flame crying. Yep. Yeah, we go through it, brother. Yeah, we go through it. I still go through it. My decision is that I just do what I want to anyway. I don't care. I just don't care. Nobody care about me. I don't care. No. You don't care. We both the don't care type people then. We both, that's how we are. We the don't care, type of people. Yeah, but this the topic today, really what I'm doing is I'm gonna talk. I'm just talking. You probably guessed it anyway, right? Yeah, it's just it's about Ali basically. It's something short because, like I said, there's levels in Eagles Web boxing. There's always levels in Eagles Web boxing, right? So any subject we talk about, there's gonna be one level. There's gonna be 2 levels, 3, 4. We never can go through all the levels. Because we leave it as a debate, but we leave it as a debate that's open, and we take our end, and you take your end. So you can use the cons on your side. We doing the pro side. So the pro side is we're for Ali, and this is not a ethnic studies and nothing like this. Has nothing. It's not a cultural thing. Well, it is cultural to the sense that it's in the boxing culture, and it's that um, I put it this way: if you're successful in different cultures, like if you're successful in a whole lot in like a lot of cultures, then you're probably just a well liked person, a wonderful person. If people like you in different like these little mini or micro cultures, whatever you want to call them, and people from all walks of life, because believe it or not, being the top half a percent of wealthy people in the world, being in the top half percent, that's not even 1%, but being in the top half percent of wealthy people, if you adore anybody or you like anybody who's down in the 10%, because Ali was still probably, I think, in probably like the 10%. So 10% is like a certain level of people. 10% is just it's a certain level of people, which includes the top 0.5 because they're in every percentage. They're in the higher level, but they're also qualified for 10%. You know what I mean? So they qualify for that. So you got millionaires and you got billionaires and stuff, and you got some people that make hundreds of thousands of dollars. They all in the same bracket, as far as percentile. But then you have like the real wealthy, like you're talking about when you're talking about like billions. I mean, high billions. I'm talking about like, just say for instance like shit that we'll never have, like 700 billion club and stuff like that, like way up there. You have those people. But if they like you where you're at, then you're well adored. And you can already see that I haven't even said anything about Ali. I haven't said a damn thing. But what I just said, it starts to open up the door to slam it in a lot of people's face, don't it? If you just think about it, it's already opening up the door like, okay, well who can you, before we even start the subject, I'm going to give y'all a break. Look, who can you name right now that's just not or will never be adored by like the top half percent in the world in boxing? You see what it is? I'm gonna just wait for y'all, see if y'all answer anything. But think about it, Derek Bailey. Isn't that's already that's a mic drop already, right? That's already like that's like you lost already. It's like, oh shit, it's like, can you flip the question over? Y'all go ahead, y'all answer that. Let me drink some water. Drink some water. I know somebody named Drink Some Water used to mess with when I was going back in the day when I was going to these shows. I'd be having flashbacks about people because I genuinely, for the most part, I do like people, but like them like I don't really like you like that, but I like you because you're a person, and I always gotta give people a chance. You give people a chance, but like when I give you a chance, a lot of times I set you up for the chance, like just to wait. Just for you to kill the opportunity, like, so I can shake my head like this. It's funny though, 'cause we're about to go back into our seasons and stuff. And I think I got at least 10, 15 pounds to work on, or either get big, but I don't want to get big, so I'll probably take pounds. I'm not even gonna really worry about pounds. I just got to get back into some like intense workout, like the heavy duty shit. I just got to get back into it because my biggest celebration would come up, and I'll be sitting there like, oh shit. My pictures gotta look the same. My pictures gotta look the same every year. That's a damn shame, man. Your pictures have to look the same. People be looking at you, sir, like, man, you don't look the same today. What happened? Sorry, y'all got to hear me, my disgusting drinking heavy and Clearing my throat and all that. Sorry about that. I'm not going to mute it. Y'all got to hear it. Come on, Derek, give me the answer. And I do have my phone by me today. Sorry about that. And so I might have to take a break. I'm expecting an important phone call, so. And it's a bank, so. Banks do what they want to. And I don't like that about banks because they got your money, so they just like, oh, we'll holler. They act like they gangsters, man. Banks is gangsters. We'll holler back at you, son. Hey, Derek, Banks holler at you like you be hollering at folks. Banks holler at you like, Ma, let me holler at you. Banks be like, let me holler at you for a minute. You know that car you got? You know that money you wanted? They holler at you. It's like, wow, that's sad. They holler at us. Okay, so nobody can't even. And I wasn't expecting y'all to come up with a name. Because as soon as I asked the question, guess what? I started having thoughts. And the thoughts is, there is nobody. There is nobody. There's no boxers. This is one level of discussion right here. This is one level of discussion. We'll talk about more stuff. But that's one level of discussion. It's only one level. It's like, wow, that's only one level? Yes, sir. That's one level of discussion. Did you fighters today, y'all not want it to be the greatest? They're trying to paint a narrative that they're trying to narrow Muhammad Ali down to nothing but boxing skills. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to narrow it down to where he's just only boxing skills. Nothing else. He's just only boxing skills. That's all he is. Boxing skills only. Nothing else. And we know that's fully, you know what? If somebody's going to think that that's just boxing skills. No. That's not just boxing skills. Let's listen to this together. Together, let's check this out. Let's check it out. Together, we're going to check something out right real quick. You already know how y'all know how ego is. I'm sadistic with it. I will just kill stuff. Just listen. Let's listen to a clip. This is short.
I wrestled with an alligator. That's right. I have wrestled with an alligator. I done tussled with a whale. I done handcuffed lightning, throw thunder in jail. That's bad. Only last week, I murdered a rock, injured a stone, hospitalized a brick. I'm so mean, I make medicine sick.
Man, dude.
Bad. Fast. Last night I cut the light off in my bedroom, hit the switch, was in the bed before the room was dark.
Incredible.
Fast.
Incredible.
And you, George Foreman, all of you chumps are gonna bow when I whoop him. All of you. I know you got him. I know you got him picked, but the man's in trouble. I'm gonna show you how great I am. I done wrestled with an alligator.
Yeah, just listening to like small, just being a person like that, just being charismatic. There's no replacement. You won't talk about boxing skills and all that, but just being charismatic. And we're gonna cover Ali again, like in a different light than other people. We're gonna talk like grown folks, and we're just gonna talk about Ali, and we're gonna just talk about why. There's no argument on our side. There's not going to be no argument because what people will try to do is throw up negative things, but you're not going to find no sissy stuff when it comes to Muhammad Ali. Because he even said that if he had to face machine gun fire, he would do it. In his own protest. You got people now that won't put their neck out for somebody in their family getting beat down with just a nightstick or something or whatever. You're going to have to beat the whole family down. That's how I grew up. You have to beat everybody down. Are you willing to beat everybody down over here? When you stand up like that and tell them, hey, you're going to have to, there's going to be a big funeral because you're going to have to kill 1,000 of us. That makes, they start thinking then. Do I want it? Can I reload in time enough to kill 1,000? Well, at least I took somebody. Nobody's gonna think that way. If you on the other side and you want to get back home to your family, you're not gonna think that way. You're gonna think rational, like, yeah, you probably maybe we need to sit down and talk about it. People only want to sit down and talk about it. Oh, here we go. We got XQ. He's such a long name. He's XQD. He said, "Why Blaze content?" He said, "What it do, Eagle? It's doing what it do, baby. That's all. That's how we do up in Eagles, man. It do what it do. We just talk. Our topic ends up being that there's no replacement for Muhammad Ali, no matter what these people try to do. And I try to instill that in. It's not for us in here, but it's for the young folks. But young folks don't usually come in here. When I say young, I'm talking about the little. If you're grown, I'm not talking about kids, but like 18 to what? What's considered like what's a real like youngster? Like, you know, young, shut your young ass up. I'm gonna say 18 to 20, like 27, because you can be older and still be a youngster. But I'm like 18 to 27, because I think everybody over here is probably outside of that range. But 18 to 27, yeah, you're just a youngster. Yeah. But we cover stuff on different levels, though. We don't cover stuff like a lot of people cover stuff. Well, look at the resume, because that's what Mayweather. See, Mayweather's not. When I talk about MTM, he's not the brightest lamp on the post. And I just try to tell people get mad. I don't hate on him or nothing like that. I like his boxing skills. What he did. But try to make yourself great. Don't nobody like you like that. Don't nobody like you like that. You had the poorest people in the world that couldn't even afford paint, that would go and get paint and make pictures and paint pictures of Muhammad Ali on side of billboards and walls and stuff. I mean, people that can't even afford shoes. You name another boxer that they've done that for. Stop. Don't play. When you come in here to play, all you end up doing is getting hung. That's all you end up doing is getting hung. Now we'll get to like other boxing stuff, but this is just like short, because we'll cover Ali again. That's just one aspect. Is it the recognition? In order for you to be great, because the heavyweight championship of the world, or being a boxing champion, was the prestige, you know, and it was the respect for, you know, the kings and queens and stuff like that, different nations, emperors and stuff, whatever, prime ministers, everybody was like, they was on you, like, oh wow, he's a great athlete. I'd like to have him come to the palace. Ain't nobody inviting all these fighters to go to no palace all over the world. It's like, they don't want this clown over here. I'm talking about like presidents. He had presidents from other countries, like when I say other countries, I mean like in African countries. I'm talking about Asian countries. He got presidents coming to his fights. Ain't no president coming to see none of these fighters. The United States president ain't seeing none of these fighters. They rather watch basketball or something. Or they go to a football game or baseball. They mostly go to baseball games. Yes. Yeah. TMT great, not the greatest, but okay, who would you put? Okay, since this is good, because you come into the chat, and I love that you came in here. It's probably a reason you came in here. So this question is for you, and I'm talking about. I don't want to read your whole name, but you know, X. Just call you X. XQDs. You know, because we know why I blaze content. But who would you put in a category with Ali, as far as being great? Greatest boxer. Who could fit in the same car with him? Think about it. And you got to think about it right. Because we're talking about as a great athletic boxer, as a person that goes out and can speak. Come on now. He lost all of his skills. He lost everything. Lost his speech and everything. But when he had it, just how articulate was he? How expressive was he? Can you come on now? You can't. Are you trying to put TMT in the same Mouth with that. Come on, come on, come on. Think about it. What value would MTM have if he was talking to some royalty somewhere? What would they say? Would they be totally enlightened when he finished, or would they be like, "Man, get this, hurry up and get this out of here"? Yeah, but I'm saying I'm just asking. Who can mess with that? I'm trying to keep it clean, Derek. You already know how I'm doing. I'm trying to keep it clean, but who can mess with that? See, I'll be shutting doors before they even open on people. It's like, man, shut up, man. 'Cause I get tired of hearing these discussions because they're keeping the. When you talk to people that's real young, and you like bring Ali up or something, they don't really know him. Oh yeah, he lost some fight. How many fights did he win? This is what they're gonna ask. They're gonna be like, how many fights did he win? How many lose? Oh yeah. MTM better than him. Wow. MTM didn't even fight in his division. It's not. It's apples and oranges in boxing. If you didn't fight in the heavyweight division, you're not gonna be able to compare yourself to the great heavyweights. You're not. Even if you was an undefeated middleweight, you cannot, because you would have had to deal with other stuff. In Ali, if you look at him slipping these punches, that guy is not throwing slow punches. You would have to deal with speed with him. You would have to deal with speed, power, and intellect at your size. At you trying to blow yourself up to get to that weight. And even if you was bigger and stronger or whatever, he still was going to beat your ass. Because he watching. He make you wear yourself out. He just do all kinds of stuff to you. Talk to you. Talk about your family while he beating you up. Ask you what his name is. Actually, that's the fight where he was asking, what's my name? At the same time, he was slipping punches. Slipping punches with his head, barely moving his shoulders. Look, he hardly even moved out the way of them punches. God, are you serious? You ain't never seen Mayweather do that. You see Mayweather get caught, even with that style. Even with the shell, he used to get caught. Look, he got his hands down there and getting caught. Counter punches. At least 5 or 6 punches, right? I know I'm not gonna hear nothing, but yeah, we'll talk about more stuff. But I'm saying I'm not gonna hear nothing. My discussions don't usually. When I discuss stuff, it's already dead. It's dead. We can go back and forth, but I bring out small stuff first. But I start off with the heavy weapon, but it was at an angle, Derek Bailey, that people wasn't expecting to hear. Where'd Lala D go? She can't hear me still. Lala D. Right. Terrell 6'6" can't land a punch. And he throwing them out there too. Look at the last hand he threw. Look how much power he tried to put on it. Watch his leg. Watch his right leg. Oh, he threw a bomb. Look. Just look at him. I'm just saying. He threw a bomb. Look where the end of the glove was. It was behind Ali's head, like in back of his head. If he would hit Ali's head, Ali would have went down. Look. Think about it. Look at it. Bam. Look where the end of the end. It'd be nice if I could slow it down. I can't. But look at where the end of the punches. It's like boom, boom, boom. And then, get out of here with y'all discussions. Yeah, get out of here with all these discussions and stuff. I just get tired of hearing stuff all the time because what you're doing is you brain manipulating these dumb youngsters. And you make them believe certain stuff. Yeah. I got to pull back up some of them fights, man. I think I screwed up there. Yeah. When we was doing fights, I missed some points, and I know y'all try to keep ego in here. Y'all try to hold me hostage the other day. That's fine. I get used to it. It's not like a huge thing to ego no more because I'm already knowing. I'm like, Derek and them they ain't gonna say nothing. Well, they ain't gonna say nothing at all. They're not gonna say nothing. They say, shit, it ain't my job. It's his. He got to check out time. Whatever time it is, he got to check it out. But who we got coming up? Yeah, we'll talk about it. Yeah. I will tell you, it just popped up. I just pulled up the news, but we're not going to talk about them today. Well, maybe we'll. We'll just because this is what we'll do. Because we'll talk about them, but then you guys can give your picks on Friday. But I mean, I'm trying to think. So Chisora Parker. So this is a question because I just don't know because too much boxing news. I asked Derek Bailey, he'll know. So Chisora Parker, is that number 2 or 1? Is their second fight? And this guy must be real tough. Madrimov. Am I not getting it? Madrimov? Yeah, Madrimov. Look more, I don't know, Madrimov. Okay, he been putting people out. He been fighting since 2018. He's just 7-0. I don't know about that one. That's scary to go with him, even though he's fighting Sorrow. But Sorrow been fighting. Let's get a little bit more information on Sorrow to see. Okay. He's 5'10". He's older. I need to put some people to sleep, though. You got 24 sleepages. All right. So we'll see. He look crazy as hell. I know that. So I don't know about that one, Derek. We got to figure him out. I'm going to have to study him a little bit more because I'm not sure if I'm familiar with him. A lot of times I don't even know names. You guys know me. I get messed up on names. But remember, 2 days from now, we do Better BF is fighting. And he's fighting Brown. So anytime I say something like Brown, like Marcus Brown, I don't know. You guys probably going against him. But that's USA. USA. Y'all don't care? Yeah, my people don't care. They just be like, I don't care. And we did have a couple of fights yesterday, so. And Mendez lost, so. Another Japanese fighter, Tanagachi. And Inoki. Another one. Inoki fought. So two Japanese fighters yesterday. They both got TKOs. One late and one early. Yeah, but we'll get into it. We'll get into these fights more. The fights over the weekend, where we covered those already. Those were, most of them was pretty clean. Derek said he lost a little bit. Sorry about that, brother. He said, y'all lost. I said, yeah, that's my first clean sweep. That's my first clean sweep, brother. That's Eagles' first clean sweep. Usually I can't get a clean sweep. It just wasn't too many of them. It just wasn't too many fights, you know what I mean? I mean, it was too many. I mean, I didn't bet on all of them because it was just more. I didn't see it because Friday, because you got to think, damn, Friday. And then I probably missed some during the week, just like I just did now. I probably would have now. I didn't, because I didn't know the two Japanese fighters had even fought on Tuesday. Y'all didn't say nothing. There's too much stuff. Okay, so that is the rematch, yeah. So rematch, yeah. Yeah, Derek said yes, that's the rematch. Yeah, all right, no, you taking. Yeah, Derek said, yeah, I'm taking that Better BF, yeah. Of course, yeah. That's what I would think you guys would do. You guys are USA haters, man. You guys, not the USA haters. But yeah, I didn't get to make even a good, any other points about Ali. But when we talk about great, that's why y'all can't be great like that. So stop. You can't. It's too late. It's really too late for MTM. It's too late. You got to do a whole lot. If you really want to be the greatest or whatever, or the best, whatever, then because you didn't fight everybody anyway. Ali fought nothing but killers. You talking about? You supposed to lose the killers? What the hell you talking about? You ain't fight no killers. Sugar Ray Leonard wasn't in your around when you fought. Tommy Hearns wasn't around when you fought. You didn't fight no killers. Benitez wasn't around when you fought. Benitez would have copied everything you did. You would have had to figure out a whole new style because that's what Benitez did. He didn't train like that. He hardly even trained. He would have fought your ass, and everything you did, he would have been doing. You know, oh shit, I'm looking in the mirror. Because when he took boxing, like real fights, he took that as sparring lessons. Like, okay, I'm going to do this. Okay, that's what you're doing? That's what I'm doing. You didn't plan then all your mouth about plan A, B, and C, then where your mouth would have been. You came up with a plan B, he would have been doing the plan B. Because you didn't hit as hard as Sugar Ray Leonard did. And Sugar Ray Leonard was amazed that he ever knocked him down. Sugar Ray, he'll tell you, he said, Benitez is hard as hell to fight. He says, like fighting yourself. Like looking in the mirror. But back to what I'm saying, you didn't fight killers. And that's just welterweight anyway, because even Sugar Ray Leonard and all them, they could have never been the greatest. They knew that. Because they're like, shit, ain't no way I could have fought somebody like a George Foreman or something like that. Even with your skill set, if you move your skill set up to heavyweight, and I would say that even stretching, even if we gave you 5 feet in height, which is genetically probably real improbable. So let's say we put 5 inches on you, that make you 6 feet tall. And let's put you to bait the bottom line of heavyweight. That'll put you 6 feet tall at 200 pounds. 201. You would have been quick. Ali would have been just as fast. Or Foreman. Well, I'm not going to put you with Ali because I'm tired of mentioning you with Ali. We put you in there with Foreman. And you would have shelled up. If you would have did any kind of shelling up, Foreman loved to go to the body in the first place. You wouldn't never reached him with this little cross guard. Plus, he was so long, 84-inch reach advantage or something like that. He would have broke your body in half. Matter of fact, your shit, you wouldn't even have went around. You wouldn't have went around. And yes, you just ran your ass off. You wouldn't have went around. Yeah. Yeah, I knew you was taking, but Derek say, he said Brown is good, but he doesn't stay focused yet. And that's one thing you can't do, is when it comes to, you got to stay focused the whole time. We just watched that happen. And somebody got slept. It's like, damn, you got to stay focused. You're winning. You close. You're doing good. Another person who does that is the BCD King, and that's Amir Khan. He does that. He comes out and he's like, he starts feeling himself a certain way. Oh shit, yeah, I can do this all night, all day. I got this. Okay, oh shit, I'm 4 minutes late, Derek. Let me get back up there. Let me read it out. I'm gonna read it out there like Sir Flame put it up there because he was waiting. He said, Sir Flame said, salute to Eagles. Where up? He said, salute to the chat. He said, and as always, he said, jab that like button. He said, oh y'all neck. He said, don't get neck in Eagles wear boxing. He got those things up good, baby, with that glove. And the fire with the 100. And that's Sir Flame, yeah. I just started doing that. I started reading out his rules and regulations like later when it comes to Eagles wear. We read that out a little bit later. Yeah, but... Oh, yeah, you're right. You got that right, Derek said. He said, in shape Benitez is a serious problem. Especially if he came in shape. He never came in. He just came in on weight. He never came in like extreme shape. You look at him. He never came in extreme shape. He just came in like I made the weight. That's it. He didn't really care. I mean, boxing wasn't like he never took. If he took boxing serious, our conversation would completely be different. Because I don't really think nobody really beat him. Think about it. Hands and Stones couldn't beat him. A lot of people couldn't beat him. Styles make fights, but if he was dedicated, Roberto Duran for him was like, that's easy. Because if Roberto Duran's looking in the mirror with somebody who's quicker and taller, then he's gonna lose. So it's just simple. Derek say, plus I'm losing ground on the champ on Champ Ross. He said have to be on point with my picks. Yeah, you get all of us got to be on point, brother. We can't afford it, man. Say I can't afford it, man. I can't afford to go down. Hey, it's gonna be one day, Derek. That, and I'm hoping it's not gonna feel good for us because it's gonna be a whole. It's gonna be a crow fest. I probably got to put some. Probably got to go get some more crows, and we're gonna have a whole crow fest because one day we gonna just. And it happens all. It happens all the time. You know what I mean? Is we're just gonna get shook. You know, we're gonna get shocked because what's gonna happen is we're gonna pick, and we're gonna know we got the right picks, right? And this is gonna be nothing but upset after upset. Matter of fact, wasn't that like within the last month or so? Didn't we had a card like that where it's just nothing but upsets, like at least 3. But we gonna have there's gonna be a card probably where there might be 4 upsets. You're gonna be like, oh shit. That leave your face like caught it kind of stone, like really. It's like wow, it's like we out of here. I'm out of here, man. It make you feel like you can't even you can't choose people no more. I can't choose nobody no more. I don't trust none of you. I don't trust nobody, Derek. I don't really trust them anyway. I don't trust Better BF. I don't trust nobody. I don't trust them, but you got to go with somebody. we got to go with somebody. What we gonna do? What we gonna do, brother? Yeah, that shit was funny over the weekend though. I tried not to think about it, but that shit still had me laughing though. Because just the way the dude said, "Clown, you a clown." Hey, look at you. He was. A lady was over in the corner. She was standing back just looking. She was just shaking her head like she was in shock because she had never seen that. She never seen me have any kind of problems like that. I said, I'm a magnet. I'm a magnet for problems. But usually I'm going to settle it one way or another. I usually I'm going to settle it with my mouthpiece. Because we're going to talk as adults at one point. That's one of the first things you should say to somebody when they start that. When somebody just goes crazy, we're not going to talk like adults or something. Like with respect, that's how we going. That's what we doing. If you ask people questions like that, they will calm down. They calm down when you ask them. So that's what we doing right now. You want me to engage with this type of the way that you talking. That's how we gonna engage this. That's how we gonna set this off. And then they're like, oh yeah, well we don't necessarily have to. Then they kind of take it down a level, or they just like want to show off and what son, you what? I know I look goofy when I do it, huh? Because it's just goofy. Yeah, what, huh? No son, no son. I done been around now, and they clowns, man. They make me laugh, man. Just the dramatic shit, man. You just don't know, man. Because Derek's been around people all over the world too, though. See, and so when you're around people from all over the world, especially when you're around people from all over the United States, you learn their ways and stuff, man. It's just like some of the days is funny. The cats in New York be cracking me up though. A lot. Some of the stuff they be doing, man. There's some stuff they be doing, man. They just all of them special. They be making me laugh though. I'm like, man, y'all funny. Y'all funny. Y'all funny. For real. Y'all, the shit y'all do is really, y'all just really funny. Y'all funny people. They all them comedians, man. They all, every last one of them, they comedians and stuff. He said, oh, there we go. Oh, okay, said plus Brown has been, pretty inactive. Look at Dirtbag. See Dirtbag up in here? I don't see nothing before that. Oh, am I going out of town this weekend? We got a rainstorm right now, brother. I'm trying. Y'all want to? Yeah. But I've been trying to make myself busy like everybody else. Everybody around me is always busy, so I try to make myself busy. I just ignore everything. I just do my work. I'll be putting some pieces together, though. I'm putting some pieces together, brother. I'm trying to get that. Hey, I got to get that money, man. 'Cause I don't like doing the work for nobody. Yeah, my job trying to get me to quit or whatever. If you're no more interested in this and that, I'm like, yeah. I'm not interested in you guys talking to me about anything medical. That's what I'm not interested. I'm not responding to that type of shit. If you say that, yeah, that I can work a certain location, I'm gonna get all kind of bonuses or whatever. Like, I'm interested in that. But anytime you ask me anything medical about, because this shit's been going on too long, then I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear nothing about no kind of medical stuff right now in the United States, in the world. I don't want to hear no medical, no question. I don't want a security guard to ask me any medical questions when I go into a store. I don't want. It's like, dude, who are you? Why are you asking me medical questions, dude? Stop it. Yeah. You can't be busy? Well, I don't know if you could be busy. I'm looking way at the bottom. You say you can't be busy? Okay, yeah. But a lot of guess what? That's a lot of times that's what they call it. They call it chain, they call it a belt. Because even as a chain that wraps, they still call it a belt. Look at she tried to break it down. She said my car has a time and chain instead of a belt. But anyway, yeah, I don't know, brother. We'll see what the weather is. I got another day or two. Derek Bates just slew that Ray Robinson. Yeah, I wasn't, and I ain't talking about Ray. I'm talking about everybody. I'm talking about people. Because right now I got like about one, two. I'm supposed to get at least 4 phone calls that I'm not getting. I might have to ignore them. Here we go. A lot of these. She jumping on Eagle. She said, "Hey, Cynthia, just hearing your advice. Thanks. I always research prices, and I ultimately pay a little bit more for the dealership services, just to avoid foul play, not knowing what they are doing, etc." Yeah, you're gonna pay more. The dealers get you. But what I told you guys earlier, see, I got fortunate. With my dealership, they just love me at my dealership because I bought so many cars there, and my car has always been serviced there. And then I don't know, they like Eagle's personality. They like the way I talk to them. I walk around anywhere that customers can't walk. I go. Like, I go into the garages. I be all over the place. I be in offices. I go all over the place. And people like looking at me like, does he work here? I said, no, he just. It's like he work here. He should work here, because he just goes everywhere he wants to. There's nothing that's really off limits to me. I know all these little secret passages and everywhere. I've been all over, and this is a huge place too. I don't know how many square feet it is. It's huge. They got like their garages. You know, so most places you go to a car dealership, they have like lots. Now this place has like a 3-story garage on top of the lots, so it's pretty big. It's a big dealership. Yeah, but I know where all the stuff is. They try to hide stuff from me. I'm like, oh, so this is what my truck is. Or this is my car. They got an underground garage that I never knew about for years. Then I found it. I'm like, oh, y'all got another little secret spot over here. I'll be all over the place. They don't even say no. All they do is smile and start laughing when they see me. That's it. Or tell me they haven't seen me for a while. I said, shit, I don't want to see y'all all the time. If I see you too much, it means I'm bringing my car in here like too many times, right? I know chain. That's not what I said, Lala D. She said, no, chain is different. I said, but that's what they call it. Yeah, but the chain they call it a belt there. I'm just saying, they call it a belt. I know what you're saying, the belt. I know the belt made out of some kind of man-made material, belt. I understand. That's not what I'm saying. They still call it, I know they call it timing chain, but they call it the timing belt. It might not be politically correct, but that's what they call it. It's called the belt. Yeah, people will say, oh, my timing belt. But I know there is a difference. I mean, you're right as far as material and belt. No, I understand that. But it don't matter. But when you get that done, I say when you get the timing chain done yourself, and I might have said belt, but when you get the chain, it's like, well, you can call it belt, but the internal chain, when you get that done, the one that's on the crankshaft, the one that when you turn, if you don't hear that, that's the belt. If you try to turn your car over and the shit ain't moving, that's the belt. That's the chain. They call the belt, but that's the chain. So mechanically, the internal one, that's the chain. She's right. As far as name, they're interchangeable, but as far as function, they're a little bit different. Because that's the one that turns the camshaft and everything else. The cam. She think I don't know shit. Look, she like, oh, you don't know that. But that's the one that turns. It's like it's internal. Yep. But she said at 90K, I don't know. Depends on what kind of car you got. You might want to do that early. And Derek really right. I see something about some money like that. Derek said rape your pockets. Yeah, that's straight up taking money out your pockets. If you got mouths to feed, you want to feed your children. Do it way before you have to do that, because some of them services, the money's horrendous. Now, if it goes out on you, see, Ray Robinson don't understand what I'm saying, Derek. Look, he don't understand that people still call the chain a belt. He's missing what I'm saying. See how some people are slow? I said the verbiage for a lot of people is the same. I didn't say wasn't different. I said she was right, they different. I said, but the verbiage for a belt and a chain is the same. Because a chain is the one that drives that engine. And you can have, and plus a lot of cars, you can have all kinds of belts too. You can have a timing belt. You can have even back in the day, you had belt. You got a steering. It'd be better. You have a power steering belt. One for the air conditioning. It depends on what engine. There's so many different formats for engines. I'm not gonna get into all that trying to break down engines. But how many engines have you actually broke down and rebuilt? None. Zero. But that's a big job, though. That's the point, though. The chain, yeah, is different. It's not just, it's different material. Of course it's different material, but they're different. They're just different. They're different on reliability and everything else. You best believe that. Because the way they make the chains now, the chains last a lot longer now. Even the belts. Because they twisted the belt. They used to have the belt, just like in is it geometry? I think it's geometry. You have a I don't even know if they call it more there, but they have a, yeah. Now it's one belt for a lot of, yeah. So now, Derek, you have this little circle. So you have a chain, right? You know what I'm talking about, right? But it's I think it's in geometry. What happens is all you have to do is you make a 180-degree turn on that circle, and I forget what it's called. That's one thing I don't know. And once you put it together, it becomes one-sided. That means if you travel around it, you stay on one side. And like I said, if I was to draw a line on it, I could just go like that, and I would draw a line on both sides of it. But it's because it's considered one-sided. It's not a natural shape. It's not something that's in nature. Because nature, you have many sides, but on that one, you guys know what I'm talking about, though, right? You turn, like you draw the circle. Circle, see? Circle. You draw the circle, but then, so if you, do I have to do it? I got scissors here, I'll show you. But maybe you guys know what the name of it is. I just don't know. And I used to be great at math. So you take, see, ego always got to educate. Yeah. They keep worrying about the functions and the material. I was talking about the name. I said the name is interchangeable. So for a lot of people, that's what I was trying to tell them. So you take this circle here. But if you turn one of them, you turn one side it's a 180-degree turn on it, right? If I was to tape or glue this together, now this is, I don't forget what they call this, now this is one-sided. And you can try it yourself. Once you put it together, just take a pen and go across it, and you will hit every side and it kind of freaks you out. You're like, wait a minute, how am I hitting every side? That's impossible. But you're staying on one side. It just turns it into like one. Yep. But then again, Derek, they got so many different engines and stuff that they still work on. You got to realize the old school engines. That's why she said she have a belt instead of a chain. You see what I mean? That some of the stuff, some of the engines are you still got old school engines. So if you're not a mechanic or you don't know about them, you don't know. Because now they deal with most of the engines you hear about now are like liters. 2.5 liter, 1.5 liter, 2.5, 3.7 liter, 4.6, 4.7 liter, 5.0 liter, 6.5, 6.7. And then you got different engines because you got diesel engines, and diesel engines don't have like the same spark. They don't have a spark plugs. People know they got spark plugs. They don't have spark plugs in a diesel engine. It works. I don't know how all the components work now, because now the clean diesels actually have a incinerator on them to clean up the exhaust. I love the old school engines. And you got to go through more work with them because you got to put those time in. I mean, a lot of people don't know nothing about an old school engine. Yeah. I love it. You sit there and turn that distributor. Derek, no, you got to turn that distributor, lock it down. Got that little light. Make sure it's timed up right there. You got the points and plugs. That's how you bought power. And that's still how you bring power to a car too. More power, even though they got the controller and stuff. But if you get some plugs, if you get plugs and wires that are capable of bringing more spark, yeah, it's gonna be more efficient. But these cars, I don't think they don't let these cars run as efficient as they should. I went out and got me a little device in which I shouldn't advertise this. It did work. It does work on my. Y'all be wondering how is he be always having stuff like right there. I don't know. It just happens that sometimes I have stuff, and I just happen to. Sometimes I save like empty boxes and stuff. But this is supposed to save you gas right here. And it works. It actually works. It's kind of crazy, but it actually works. And all you do is plug it into your lighter. See? I'll be getting people free advertisement. But yeah, that actually works. This thing right here. Actually works. You ain't got to do shit. You ain't got to be a mechanic or nothing. Just plug it in. Boom. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, you're right. There you go. Lala, we already covered that there. We already know. Lala said I should be more specific. She said my chain doesn't need replacement. She said others do it, I think. Yeah. But I was talking about the name there. I wasn't even talking about the component. I was just talking about the name. But it can get confusing if you say belt, because sometimes people say, what do you mean internal? You mean like the chain? And then so there'll be an argument. No, that's different. Yeah, it's not. The name is interchangeable for people. Let's say most people that aren't mechanics is interchangeable. Sometimes even mechanics do it. Yeah. But it is a big job. But I was trying to say, Derek, that usually when that happens, if it does go out, you're probably going to lose a couple of pistons. That happens a lot of times. You use a couple of rods or pistons. That happens. If you're driving, that usually happens because the car just kind of collapses. So you got the pistons going up and down like this, and they're being driven, and all of a sudden they're not being driven, so they just buckle and stuff. It just is it's a mess. Y'all like my piston dance? The Eagle piston dance. What's up? Huh? Y'all got a crazy host, man. Let me see. Oh, Lala, don't be going nowhere. Okay, she got to pay. Okay, I'm way behind anyway. Yeah, but Lala D said, be right back. I'm gonna make sure I get my chain done early though. You want to get it done early, man. If you want to keep your engine intact, you don't want that shit going out on when you're driving and your car is moving. That drivetrain is going. because they still gonna be flopping around them. They gonna be like just they don't the Pistons and stuff don't know what to do. Like if you lost a what you call it, like sometimes like, you still got those rods and all that. If you lose certain stuff, the reason I know it is because that happened to one of my cars. Is that it went out. How does it go out when you park? It wasn't even me parking, but that's when it had to go out. I was like, wow, that's sad. But at least you get to your parking spot. Oh wow, look at Lala D said. Lala D said she said something there. She said when I was in high school, my father had a car that leaned to one side. She says he still drove it. She said people would tease me. She got her hands up like, oh no. She said my poor friend had it worse, though. She said her dad worked at McDonald's. God dang, that's bad. That's sad. Um, that is sad. Well, that damn, yeah. And Lala from the she's from the area. She's from the area that when your parents work at a certain spot, um, people are not caring as much as they used to be. People used to be a little bit more caring, but people just don't. People just don't care. But people back in the day, I mean, there's always groups. You see, this what happens with these groups is you have a group of people that are, religious and spiritual and, just downright they don't care. Well, your parents out there getting that grind on no matter what they do, and then you got the whole crowd, and that's always going to be a small group, just like this is a small group. Then you got the group that snaps. You know what I mean? You got that group that's gonna snap on people. A lot of grew up with them people back in the day where they snap, they didn't care. They be waiting for Lala, like, hey, here come Lala. Look at her dance card. Look at her. No, she covering up her face. There. Yeah. Oh, okay. Derek said he blew a head gasket. He said that's the worst that ever happened to me. That's cool. That's nothing. Look at it. I see your little. I'm not gonna read it, but look at it. She's telling Derek her little side story. Yeah. Everybody like you, Lala. Look at you. Yeah, you so likable. But everybody didn't grow up with the cool group. The cool group of people. Some people grow up with if especially in high school, you don't. So you just don't have a crowd. But at any level of education, there's always people that gravitate towards you, no matter what. Because if you go to college, you can just be sitting outside on the grass or something, reading and studying or whatever, and people just come over to you, just start talking. That's how it is. They see you, they watch you, you go eat or whatever. People just look at you and they just gravitate to you a certain way. That's just how it is. It's always been like that. You might have fans and people that like you, and you don't even know it. Because I didn't recognize that a girl had a crush on me. Not really. I mean, because I wasn't like into it like that, so I didn't even understand. A lot of times I still don't, because I don't pay attention like to everything. But then sometimes they're just over. I don't know, Lala. Sometimes you girls get over aggressive, so you're a little bit aggressive, and then that's how you find out. And they don't stop. It don't matter what age they are. They'll do it from 18 all the way up to 80. They'll still do it. Yeah, but those cars, man, take care of those cars. If you got cars, take care of them. If you buy something used, make sure that you have the maintenance records. Yeah, you got to make sure you have the maintenance records. If you buy a car that's used, please make sure that you take care of those. Make sure that you got those maintenance records, because if you don't, you might be for a world of trouble. Somebody didn't get an oil change for 20,000 miles. They just been putting oil up in there. You know how many deposits and stuff you got in there? Burnt oil on top of everything. It's not. It's that oil's not gonna come out because oil is supposed to. You gotta change it when it gets all polluted and dirty. Because now you got all kinds of contaminants. The engine contaminates its own self. You gotta think about it. There's nothing that should be introduced to the engine to contaminate it. It's just the natural breakdown of the engine. But the more slippery that oil is, it's not gonna break that. The engine's not gonna, break down like that. That's why they got different weights. You can't put like a certain weight in certain cars. So I can put this in. No, you can't do it. Your car don't even get. Your car is more or less a cold. They call it like a cold engine. There's no such thing as a cold engine, but if it's running too cold or whatever, it ain't pumping. That oil's not pumping through there. But now they got zero weight. I think I have one of my cars. I think it has zero weight. It's like zero weight. Yeah. Yeah. Everybody said those kids' parents probably didn't have a car. Yeah. So I grew up at points in my life where there's no car in the family. Busing. But then again, if you're on the bus, guess what? If you ever ride the bus or train, are you the only one on there? Derek said women don't change. He said that's true. Okay, there Lala DC Cynthia. She said funny high school story. She had a guy named Sean asked me on the date. So I went on that date. He begged me to be his girl. I told him no. I found out later that week that a guy at my school, originally from Baltimore, had told Sean that he liked me. So Sean was trying to backstab him. Dang, the Baltimore guy bashed all his windows. God dang. From that point, I was always kind of scared of Baltimore dudes. Yeah, Baltimore ain't no joke, huh? Not Beemore. God dang, Beemore. Look at y'all, sir. He come in crying. He ain't said salute to nobody. He ain't said hi, Lala, whatever, queen. He just come in crying. That's how y'all do, man. I'm gonna start throwing y'all's asses out. Now you talking about salute, Eagle. Salute, y'all, sir. Yeah, I'm gonna start throwing y'all's ass out. Y'all come in here like that. Y'all laugh and say salute and then laugh at the same time. That way you ain't got to put two sentences up there or two. You don't have to show your face twice. But y'all said salute, Eagle. He said salute fam and Derek, baby. He said hello, sis. Said Lala D. Yeah. Lala telling her story. Look, she's so gorgeous. You see her. You know what I mean? I don't even care because people think I go by. I had a girl tell me this earlier today. She said, "Oh, you like light skinned girls?" I said, "No, I like a girl with a spirit. That's what I like." I said, I'm not thinking about no color on no girl. Oh, that's what you like? You like light skin. I have seen the most beautiful girl one of the most beautiful girls I have ever seen in my entire existence. Had some of the darkest skin ever. And I was in awe. I mean, I probably was staring at her to the point, that's how beautiful she was. I was probably just like, huh? Because I had never seen that. I mean, I'm not saying I never seen or nothing like that. Any gorgeous, dark, extra chocolate skin women, yeah, but not like this one. Not with my whole variety in my mind of things that I like to see in a woman. She had all those things. If you was gonna put a model together, that was her. Like, man, okay. But my whole thing now is it's more spiritual now though. It's more like, I'm not talking about like church spiritual. I'm talking about just her mind being open enough to be honest as a woman. I like women that love to be women, but I like them to be honest. See, Lala D, I know me and her can get along because the thing about Lala is, she listens too though. She'll talk and she gives credit. You know what I mean? That's not a practice and shit. She grew up like that. She grew up with that kind of respect. You know what I mean? But people always see me wrong. I don't know no, that's your type, but you know your type. Because I show them a picture. They say, oh, well, yeah, that's your type. I know. I'm like, oh, wow. Because I said my girlfriend is a Ojibwe. I said, nobody knows her. I'm like, she a Ojibwe. So she's Native American. She's a Ojibwe. But she's way different, far as me. She's way different. Skin color and all that. But people always, if you like this, you like, no. I might not even like her. That's what you got to understand. But for me now, it's all about what can I say around you. Because anybody can act fly, and anybody can act like, you could put on a certain facade to, to get that, pull it in. Get that, got her now. But I don't expect, everybody's not a wordologist and stuff. You don't know how to put stuff down. I write to somebody, oh, it's so poetic. Because I say, yeah, I'm actually a poet too. I poet. I do all kinds of art. And a lot of people still hate. I'll take hate. I'm not worried about it. I'll take all kinds of hate. But you can't do what I do. You can run your mouth, but you can't do what I do. And it's not because I'm somebody special or nothing like that. You can't do what I do because your focus is completely different. That's why you can't do what I do, because your focus has been completely different than mine. You got a whole different focus. See, the thing about it, I don't live and die by my ideas. I try to sharpen ideas. I try to gain from other people. That's why I like. So when I come in here, a lot of times we're not even talking about boxing. Somebody, what's the topic about? And they get thrown out. It's like, shut up. We're in the middle of something right now. It's because I can get something from Lala. I can get something from Surf Flame. I can get something from Yasser. Yasser from overseas, man. He's from the UK. Or he actually lives in the UK. And he bring us knowledge about stuff over there. We listen to everybody up in here. It's not even though I'm the host, we listen to everybody up in here. You probably don't have no blue on if you ain't got nothing important to say. I'm probably not gonna mod you up. I gotta read your comments and stuff first. I gotta read your comments. You come in here with some old bullshit comments all the time. You ain't gonna never wear blue up in here, even if you dedicate it. Or sometimes we might, we dedicate a clown or something, but most time not. If you're gonna just be nothing but a disturbance, we got a little disturbance that comes in here. He haven't been here for a long time, but hey, that's my brother still. I still respect his decision, whatever. I respect everybody's decision. Yeah. Oh, Lala D silly. Lala D's going through something. She going through her stuff. What you get as a girl though? She had the crazy man that bought me. I've crushed them windows up. He was like, yeah. He was hey, Lala had him all hyped up there. She had him hyped. That's how I do in Be More. What you talking about? He was on that whole Be More gangster stuff, Lala. Lala D. You got, of course you came in stitches. She said, Lala D, you got me in stitches. Derek Bain said, good thing you were wary of Baltimore dudes at Lala D. Yeah, Baltimore. It's kind of funny because I met a girl when I was in Florida. When I was in Orlando, I met a girl from, she was from Be More. I think she tried to play it off like she was from DC, but same thing. But anyway, yeah. I ain't really had no house in DC. My dad used to live in DC. But yeah, she was the same thing. She had a dude. Her dude. She was telling me, yeah, her dude was off the chain. He was off the chain. She had to put that cut loose on him. She had to give him that cut loose. Yeah, y'all said they said. I heard even the gal from Be More are mad as well. God dang. Look at Derek. Yeah, Derek from that area. Derek, he tell Derek. Derek said, yeah, you got to watch some of them as well, y'all sir. A lot of these said thanks or something. She said, you're the best. I got heart. Oh, yeah. See, somebody think I'm the best. Y'all better not say Eagle's not the best. Not in front of Lala. She'll put hands on you. And she has handed somebody up in here before, too, though. Remember, she never would touch people. Remember, Derek, how she used to come in here? She would never touch nobody. She was just like, but it was one show, I don't know, somebody irritated the shit out of Lala. Lala was just clipping everybody. Her gun, she was fully loaded. I think it was when you was on vacation, Lala. I think she was on vacation. She was putting hands on somebody. Lala like, no, not today. She's like, not today. She said, not in the Eagles web today, not today. Maybe next time. Y'all sure say the chances of me bumping into someone from Be More is slim to none. Okay, he said, and by the way, the sounds of it, he said, thank God. He said, laughing out loud. Yeah, Derek Bailey said, I'm not dangerous, though. Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, that's what they do, Derek, don't they? Yeah, girl, they play you. Man, please. Anytime somebody call themselves, even online, somebody call a girl call herself something mafia, she's crazy. Oh, okay. Yeah, but Derek, look, Derek said, well, it's people from Baltimore City in the county. He said two different things. It's two different things, but sometimes they can be on that same, you know what? Oh, D-Lo 404 up in here. Y'all salute out to D-Lo 404. He said he hit the thumbs. He said 100 on that thumbs. Let me go check. Because me and Derek could check. See if D-Lo hit it. Yeah, D-Lo hit that thumbs, I think. I don't think Lala D didn't hit my thumbs up when she came in. She'd be like, you know how she do. You know how girls do, Derek. She come in like, yeah, Sante, Eagle. Yeah, most people when they call me, now they'll put Eagle. Like, see, y'all saw he put Eagle. I think Derek Bailey, every once in a while, Derek Bailey will put Eagle. But most of the time, I think him and D-Lo put EF. They put EF down there. Because if you don't know me, then you don't know what EF is. It's not efficiency. It's efficiency. Eagle, your boy. Okay, y'all just said. He said, Eagle, your boy Lickleman had a falling out with his manager. Oh, he gone his way. He got a fight coming up. Okay, let us know when the fight is. I like him, man. He be throwing the Lickleman throwing them hands out there. Huh? What? Yeah, y'all sir Hussein said salute fam at D-Lo 404, and then Derek Bailey said salute Mr. D-Lo at D-Lo 404. So he probably is at work. He's either working or driving. That's why you guys probably haven't heard back from him. See, I have to give you guys the news about people because what happens is Lala and them, they come in and they tell me like right away. Like somebody comes in late and they wonder why Lala wasn't talking. Well, because Lala's at the mechanic. She can't hear nothing. But now she can talk because she just relieved herself of some money. Her wallet's a little bit lighter. So, I don't know. She might not want to talk. Where Ray at? Ray Robinson came in here all in his feelings or whatever. I don't know. I ain't trying to roll way back up there, but he don't want to say nothing. Yeah, that timing belt is something else. I'm gonna do something. Just because. Because I don't like to use my words all the time. And so this is what. So you could look this whole thing up. And this is what it says here. So we was talking about the whole timing chain thing. I just looked this up. This is at Bing search. It says timing chain versus timing belt. Why do cars use one or the other? Whatever. It says most automakers recommend replacing a timing belt every 60,000 to 105,000 miles. Timing chains are heavier and more complex than timing belts, but they also last much longer. And that's what I was trying to tell you guys. That they last longer. It's material and stuff like that. The internal of the belt. So the chain is just heavier. And cam belt. Yeah. So the chain is the heavier one, and the belt is the lighter one a lot of times. But then so I'll read this too, just so you can hear it not from me. It says a timing belt, timing chain, or cam belt is a part of an internal combustion engine that synchronizes the rotation of the camshaft and the camshafts so the engine's valves open and close at the proper time during each cylinder intake and exhaust stroke. In the interference engines, the timing belt or chain is also critical to preventing the pistons from striking the valves. Remember my dance I was showing y'all? I was trying to explain that to you. Now, see, it's name come out of my. I had to read this one because people didn't think I knew what I was talking about. A timing belt is usually a tooth belt. Yeah. A drive belt with teeth or inside surface. A timing chain is a roller chain using a chain drive. So they're different, but they call them. See how they use them interchangeably? Yeah. The reason you use it interchangeably is because what they do. They like they're part of a system. The compression, just like a lot of people don't know what the octane is. A lot of octane people don't think, oh, octane, you can higher octane, better gas miles, all that. You know, you can mess your engine up sometimes. But the octane, all that is just like the pistons move, and they'll actually put more pressure on the fuel before it actually ignites. In a nutshell, that's what octane is. Is that if you got a higher compression, like a racing engine and stuff, you need higher octane. Because those pistons are going to move further before that fuel ignites. Now, but I'd rather have, like I said, I'd rather have my chain though. You can have both. You can have one, but I'd rather have that chain. My whole thing about it though, Derek, is I never want to replace that. What you mean? What's feelings? Yeah, I'm a clown. Of course I'm a clown. He said, "What's feelings?" I don't know what you're talking about. I was talking about you left. I said you in your feelings and leave all the. You're always in your feelings and leave. Okay. Do you guys ever see Ray stay for a show? He feel a kind of way because he want all the attention and shit. And plus, for him to respond, he don't know me like y'all know me. He not be messing with people. Oh, that's what I do. Yeah, but let us know, y'all, sir, when Lickleman start throwing them things again. Lilo 404, he said salute all drivers. See, I told you. That's what I told you. See, D-Lo, I know why he won't respond. See, but Ray, I don't know why you won't respond. That's what I was saying. I was trying to get a reaction out of you, which it always works. I know I get people's reaction. D-Lo didn't have to say nothing because I had already explained to y'all. See, the people that come in here, I know because they usually would tell Eagle when they first get here, oh, Eagle, I'm doing this right now. I'm listening, y'all. That's how we work the chat. Most of the ones that wear blue suits in here, when they come in, they'll say something like that. Oh, Eagle, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, or whatever. I'm doing this, so this excuse me for. I'm like, that's cool. It's more or less proper. That's what we have a proper chat. This is our chat. We kind of try to keep our chat like the people that are like adult, like really adults in here. You know what I mean? Like a lot of chats, people just take off like I'm out. They don't even say peace or nothing. Like, really? I thought you was part of the family. That's like you go to eat Thanksgiving dinner, which I don't do, or Christmas dinner, and you go, well, I'm stuffed. You just, oh man, it's good, and you just walk out. You just drop the mic. Like, what the, huh? If you drop the mic in that instant, somebody's gonna step on it. They gonna stop it. Look at it, see. I don't even want to talk about it. Yeah, I am a clown though. Everybody know my story. Everybody know the story Monday. Yeah, I'm a clown. He said, what's Ray Robinson? Ray Robinson is stupid, y'all. Y'all just don't know him. Y'all just don't know him like he is stupid. Look, he said you a clown. Everybody cried. Yep. I always put timing gears in my race engine. Yep. D-Lo know. He said you gonna put them gears down. Yeah, I don't even like that whole belt. That whole belt shit scares the shit out of me. I'm just telling you, that whole belt shit, I don't really like it that much. I'm like, no, that whole belt. Because if you got a chain that's put together good, the right way, because especially if you're not like over torquing your engine and shit, you know. Even a chain could fell on your ass early if you just torquing the shit out of your engine, just doing crazy shit, and you know, it can happen. It can happen. You out there in you in a Civic, and you done hooked up the little tow rack for it, and you trying to pull 10,000 pounds with it, and you in the Honda Civic. Okay, see how well your shit lasts doing dumb, and don't think people don't do dumb shit like that. I've seen campers on shit that you never seen campers on. It's like, really? That's a camper? Matter of fact, Probably look at the smallest campers, and you're gonna find one. I think it might be either Nissan or Toyota, where they had like a camper. This should have never been a camper. It's like, how is that a camper? Really? You got a big ass camper, and you look at the cab, and you're like, that's the cab, and the cab comes up to your waist. It's like the cab just comes up to my waist, and that's a camper. What kind of engine you got in there? Oh man, a 4-cylinder. At one point, you guys didn't know they had a Chevrolet had another company. I believe it was Chevrolet had another company called Geo, and that was in. I think it was out there in like early 2000s or something. Might have been like early 2000s, or might have been before that, but it was in like the late 90s or something. I don't think it was early 90s. I'm not 100% sure because I wasn't around. But yeah, it was in like the late 90s. They were called Geos. And believe it or not, I had one. I forgot what it's called though. It's Geo. It wasn't a Storm. Storm was like a coupe or sedan. I had like the I think I had I'm not even sure I had a hatchback. But it's 3 cylinders. And I used to be flying that thing. I thought it was flying. I don't think it would go 90. You don't need to go 90 nowhere, but I don't even think it would hit like 90. But like going uphill, I'm like, oh man. I used to have to go through some gears to get up a hill. Whew, it's scary. It's scary when you're in the car with no power. It's scary when you're trying to go up hills and you know you're gonna be on that hill for a long time, and you know you can't stay in first gear. You know you're not gonna. You know you're gonna have to switch. Everyone's like, oh, I can't stay in this first gear. It's not built like that. Yeah. Derek Bray said this is the longest. Yeah, he probably doing something, and then he just heard me. See, if I mouthpiece him, he'll come back. Derek Bray said this is as long as I've seen him in here. I will. Derek Bray said, I will whoop you with a timing belt. Like, why all the violence, man? Yep. Derek said I want to get an old 5.0 as a project car. I want to get something even older than that. They just cost so much. I try to tell people, I said, all we have to do, okay, I'm going to give you all the idea. So what you need to do is you got to travel. And you're going to have to travel far. Or sometimes maybe not far. But what you're going to do is, if you're in a bigger city, I don't know how many hundreds of thousands or millions of people that, because most states don't have all these huge cities. Their biggest cities aren't. They're probably maybe a million. Something like that. A couple million. But what you got to do is you got to get on the outside to these little small towns. And that's what you got to do. You got to look at these little small towns. Because what happened is people get rid of stuff. Like sometimes they'll just finally get rid of something. I watched this show on Ammo where the guy just goes out and he just washes cars. He don't build them or nothing like that. He just washes them. He got a waterless system and all that, and he shows you how the detailed cars. The cars that he works on is tight. So I was watching one time, and he did a old Datsun 280Z that this guy would never sell. And if I'm not mistaken, I think it had like 10 miles on it. And the reason it was stored is I think something had happened to him to where he couldn't, the money left, where he was taking it apart and he couldn't fix it. But they shined it up and everything, and I think they got it back working. Now it's just a show car now with no mileage on it. And it's like I'm going to say like about an 82 or something like that, 1982. And the paint and everything was still good because it was stored in the garage. So paint and everything was good. All they did, they changed the oil and probably changed the plugs, and everything else was like original. They said it even smelled like a new car because it was stored in like a more or less a controlled, a temperature controlled area. It just had dust, like thick dust on it. But I was like, yeah, that's what's up. So it's not like you can't find those, because some people, they treasure stuff so long, then they get too old to mess with it. Some of them still be old and don't want to sell nothing. You're 90 years old, you got 200 cars, and you only sold like 30. Come on now. You ain't going to be here forever, dude. This is going to sell them. It's better to sell them because you're going to, I know it hurt, but hey, you got that money, go on vacation for the rest of your life or something. But eventually you're gonna pass though. Hey, you're gonna be missing out. They're gonna give out. They're gonna give all them cars away. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Derek said, I know what you're talking about. He said, damn near killed the car going up the hill. Man, yeah, I even had like a Honda, man. That I had a Honda Civic, but the ones with the VTEC, that shit is not, it's not a hill car though. I was trying to go up this hill up in the mountains. I was like, oh man. And it was like, it was stopping. I'm like, oh man, I had the hill started. And if you driving a manual car, ain't nothing scarier than trying to hill start your freaking car. If it's manual and you going up a steep incline, that ain't nothing scarier than that. It's not even scary as going down. Going down is cool to start your car. Ain't no big deal. But going up a hill, that rollback is scary as hell. When you're, because you got to hit the clutch just right. Because if you hit the clutch any other way, the car is gonna go out. You're gonna lose power. It has to be just perfect. You got to be like, you know, because if you let off too fast, it's gonna stop. You got to be just perfect. That shit is scary, man. That's just one of the most scariest things for me. I'll let y'all handle that. If I was on the hill, I'll let Derek go ahead and drive it. Derek, you gonna drive it up the hill. If the car go out, I said you go ahead and handle that. That's what they have hill, what they call hill assist now. Yeah, because that shit's too scary. A lot of D says she's back. She talking about D-Lo 404 gave him the heart. Yeah, but you're right, Derek. You damn near kill a car going up the hill like that. Derek Bates, go to a sundown town, Eagle. No, I'm not going to no sundown. Well, here, now I will go to a sundown town, Derek, but I ain't really trying to go in there all strapped up like that. I ain't really trying to go in there, but you know, for certain sundown towns is cool, but yeah, I guess they're more lenient now, aren't they? It's 2021, right? We're going in 2022, so sundown town probably would be a good look. So I'll go ahead and give a thumbs up on the sundown town. But the only problem I have with sundown towns is just have a friend with you or something, or have a couple of friends with you. I don't like them. I lived in one that was it was big. It was relatively big. But it's not a good feeling though. It's just not a good feeling because you can't do everything that you want to do, and be in a peaceful manner sometimes. No, I had people that was with me too though, and I know I had one of my it was a brother from Los Angeles. He's from LA. I'm like, oh shit, and some sundown town, could call him, out his name, and and I think he pushed him or something, like in a little, little fake mall. He pushed him, and my boy like left him on the floor, He pieced him up, left him on the floor, and just left. But I'm happy people think LA is crazy now though, but that was a long time ago. So when he was telling me like certain stories about shit that happened, I was in shock. He had me in shock, and I thought I had saw everything. I seen a lot of stuff though. And you talking about, so we was talking about the Be More girls and Be More guys, Lala and Derek. Wasn't even the stories I used to get from LA. It made Be More look like they needed to be more. The stories are so bad I can't even share them. I can't, believe me, I can't. I would not, because I got ladies in here. I can't even share them. Derek, you stupid. Derek said you must stand up on that gas pedal, Eagle. Yeah, they quick, but no, Derek, forget that. No, that wasn't rotary. Not the what I said, the VTEC. No, they had another one. Was it Chrysler? Not Chrysler. Damn, who was it? It was Oldsmobile. I think Oldsmobile. They had some kind of other V. It wasn't a VTEC. It was something else. It was a V something. because you know how they always bite each other. They do that. They still do that with trucks and everything. Everybody has to have like I think the Ford started off as like the 15. The Ford, like the 15. They went up to the 150. Then now the F. They still 150, right? So Chevy and GM had to try to do. GM don't usually copy with numbers as much, but Chevy tries to copy with their numbers, but they added another zero to theirs that made it seem like it was something else. So now Chevy has like a 1500, I believe. They got like a 2500, and they got like a 3500. Whereas Ford has a 150, they got a 250. But see, people don't know that Ford makes trucks from every level all the way up to commercial. And they got the 350, they got a 450, they got a 550, they got a 650. And those are all, I think, 6.7. I think they're all 6.7 power stroke. Yeah, but I think they done something to the engine too, though. And they may even have a 750. But they changed the power stroke, so now the power stroke is not. Now it's the 6.7 power stroke is that's a nice engine. I think I was just talking to a lady who had one a couple of weeks ago. She had a black truck. It was a 2014. I think it was 250 or 350, but she had the power stroke. I knew it was because she had the old badging on it, and she was telling me, I'm like, okay, so you got the old badging on yours. I said, that's nice. She said she paid $21,000 for it. It's a 2014, and she only paid $21,000 for it. A 250. A 250 starts at like, probably right now they probably start at 75, 80. And every time she takes it, she said, every time I take it somewhere, they try to get it. And I think she's like right now she's at 250,000 miles. 250,000. That's the difference a lot of the day between a diesel engine and a regular gas-driven engine. It's really no comparison. A diesel engine is going to be here. That's why you probably got to pay up to anywhere from $2,000 to $10,000 more for the diesel engine. Because that diesel engine ain't going nowhere. You're going to put 1,000,000 miles on that. Derek said, you say it's a hill eagle, but it's really a mountain. Steep ass mountain. Yeah, I just trying to just keep it like, I said hill, Derek, but you know where the hell I was at. Derek trying to be funny. Yeah. Because Derek, he listens to my stories a lot of times. I tell him, when I say hills, he knows that I had to go see rich folks every once in a while. I used to. I'll stop doing that shit. But I used to have to go see the rich folks every once in a while, and they live up. Of course, they live up in the damn mountains, up in the hills. I got my ass up in there. I was mad. I was mad as hell, Derek, because I hit that back road. It was like a one-lane road going one way, and I'm in the smallest damn car. I'm like, if a truck or something coming the other way, I'm the one I have to give. I'm the one that has to back up because you can't. It was the roads were so narrow on the side of a mountain that you couldn't. You have to back up. There's no you move over. No, you move over. And if a truck's coming, guess who got to back up? Your little ass got to back up. You sit there and back up 2 miles. Now, in that case, I would have really been heated. I'd have been mad. Like, really? I'm backing up 2 miles now? I'd have been mad as hell. But ain't nothing you can do up there. Private roads. You know, let's talk about this just for a second. And I told y'all this before, though. You know people is rich. I told y'all the story, but I'm just saying this little statement. You know people are rich when they live on a private road and they don't even know the name of their road. But it's a private road and they don't know the name of it. It's probably named after them, their family, but they don't even know the name of the road. That's too much money. That's irresponsible money. You can't even give directions to your place. It's like you don't know the name of the street. And all you had to say, well, yeah, we got 2 private iron gates at the beginning of. How many streets do you go down on a daily basis or even in a year? How many streets does anybody in here go down that have iron gates to the community? Like, I mean, iron gates. I'm talking about like on a regular road. Looks like a regular road, but you got iron gates out there. How many people travel roads like that? I mean, you got iron gates out there, electric gates out there. They're open, but I'm saying but they're like big, like from across the whole road. I'm not talking about like going up into like apartments or like somebody's residence. I'm talking about iron gates to where it takes how how many so in a regular road, how many lanes is it really? I mean, how many cars can actually fit there? Because I think they double the roads, right? So however wide a car is for a road, for every lane you have to double for each car. So in other words, 2 cars can fit on the lane, usually on the proper lane. So you're going into a neighborhood, and so that's like 4 cars across, or maybe more, 5 cars across for a gate. I'm like, y'all got irresponsible money, and you got kids at your house. Yeah, 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 yeah. Derek said a gun or actual friends. Derek, you stupid. Stop going Derek on gangster. Just a gun or extra. I'm just. Did bring somebody with you, Derek. You know how my name talking about. I didn't. I would have said ratchet. I would have said yeah. Just ratchet yourself up. Yeah, but I'm not saying Derek stupid. Oh, y'all stupid. I need to stop messing with every last. I'm gonna just start messing with Lala only. I ain't gonna mess with nobody else. Y'all crazy. Derek said yeah. You gotta bring that friend with you. That ratchet. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Derek said I've seen a lot of unnecessary stuff. I wouldn't wish on anybody. Yep, I feel you, brother. Like Derek Ray, he said, yeah, L.A. is no joke either. Yeah, they do some do some crazy shit in all these places. He said, no, the Datsun is a rotary engine. No, that's Mazda, brother. Derek sticking with it. No, that's a rotary engine. No, brother, it's Mazda. See, remember, go back and look. Just go back and look. Billy, I trust me on this one, Derek. It's Mazda. No, a diesel 250. No, the diesel for Ford. Okay, so you can have a 250 with Ford. You can have an F250 that doesn't have a diesel, but mostly those are diesel. You can have an F150 with a diesel. Those are special. But no, the diesel is a Power Stroke for Ford. It's a Power Stroke 6.7. I'm thinking that I don't know if it's Dodge. Okay, because they changed it. I think the Duramax. Okay, so they got I think Chevy has the Duramax, and I might be getting these two mixed up. And I think that Ram always had the Cummins. The Cummins, and let me see, what's the transmission? Atlas. Is it Atlas? Is it Atlas transmission? I don't know. I think it's Atlas. I'm not 100% sure on it. Or Atkinson. Was it Atlas or Atkinson? Is the transmission? Yeah, but that 6.7 is it's a beast. Believe me, it's a beast. Oh, somebody tries to steal it. That's what she is saying. Oh, you talking about on the like going to the sundown? I done got lost now though, because I think that yeah. Yeah, Ray talking about the slopes. No, I don't know about no slopes. I don't. But see, I don't really like Derek said. I don't wish that on nobody. Just like going up in those mountains, I don't even wish that on nobody, especially at night. You could kill yourself. I'm like, I got up there one night, Derek, and good thing I was in. That I have I got fog lights, I got emergency lights, spotlights. I have 3 spotlights I used to have with me at all times. So those 3 spotlights, and I'm up there up there in the mountains, and there's no rails, there's no nothing. If you're unfamiliar, I can see how people can crash. I can see how people can end up at their death at any point. Just going up there or like venturing, like let's just go up and check this road out. Now I see why certain stuff happens to people. You understand when certain stuff, you say, oh, how do you get killed up in the mountains, man? Damn, how was it slippery? What? Nah. Well, I'm gonna tell you what it was. They was out there messing around out there in the mountains where they shouldn't have been, and it was dark. and they didn't have enough lights, and they couldn't see the road. They could not either, and it don't even have to be fog. They just couldn't see the road. They couldn't see it. They thought they was on the road, and the next minute they was going 40 miles an hour. The next minute they knew they was airborne, and they just went straight down, and hit, boulders and trees. It was over with. I can see how that happened. Just me being up there, I know how it happens now. I was mad. Anytime I went up there, I came out like heated. Like, how I ended up up there? Because the map, like a lot of times you use the GPS, it'll show you something like, oh, it's only like a mile. Okay, a mile, I can do a mile. In your mind, you're saying you can do a mile. But you didn't know that whole mile was like this. You didn't know the mile was like that. If the mile was like this, in like a little bit, then that's nothing. But the map doesn't show you the actual mile. You say, oh, okay, those ain't no sharp turns, and then you start going up in there, and it's telling you 7 miles an hour or something. You're like, you're in trouble because you're new. 7 miles an hour, and then there's an edge there too. I mean, believe me, I had people where I told them I had to call people up like, hey, I ain't gonna be able to make it. I can't make it to your house. I can't make it to your house. I can make it to somebody else. I can't make it to your house. I'm just not going to try to make it to your house. I ain't trying to end up off the side of a cliff. And why did you move to somewhere to where you're gonna end up at the side of a cliff? Everybody say not often. Yep. Okay. Ray say I do all the time. Well, you need to stop that shit, Ray. It's just dangerous, man. If you're getting paid, then do it. If you're not getting paid enough, back your car up. Okay, yeah, Derek said, yeah, you're right, but they look alike. That's what it is though. Yeah, I was just saying I wasn't getting on you or nothing like that. You know that. Okay. Sir Flame said my job has an F-250, but it's not diesel. Yeah. Yeah, most of the F-250s, that might be a special order too. That's a special engine. It's probably an 8-cylinder though. If it's for your work, it's probably an 8-cylinder. Because a lot of jobs they don't give you no turbo. Because they know what the hell you're gonna do. They know what you're gonna do. The 8-cylinder is bad enough, but you're probably not gonna you just listen to the motor on the 8-cylinder is louder. But you probably ain't gonna just be burning rubber everywhere. But you start building up that boost and stuff on them turbos. Yeah, you can't help but take off. yeah. Everybody said, yeah. He said, why can't you put so many miles on the diesel? If you buy a tractor trailer with 600,000, that's nothing. That's crazy. Yep. Because the materials. It's all of it. It's all the materials and everything. It's a sturdier engine. It's just used to be such a polluter, and then a lot of people it's hard to make them like quiet. A lot of people they're not used to that. They don't like that diesel sound. But as long as it drives smooth, I don't care. It's probably better if you can get one. Just get yourself a diesel. Yeah, it's get one on sale. I would say buy a used one. That's the best thing to do is get a used one. But Derek right. He say 600,000. That's like ain't nothing. No, he said shit. That shit still. You crank it up. It's like it's like nothing. Like yeah, what you need? I'm going across country. Shit, you buy a car with 600,000 on it. You gotta tie a rope around your shoulder and walk that shit home. Yep. Oh yeah, Derek said. Remember those teens that was messing out there in California? That's what happened to them. I don't know what story you're talking about, but that one story they ended up finding out that the foster parents took those kids for a ride. But I'm just saying, I don't know which one you're talking about. But those foster parents took those kids for a ride and shit, which is, I can't, I don't even want people sharing stories with me like that. Don't even share a story with me like that. Guess what happened? Don't even tell me, guess what happened. I'm going to listen to a part of your story. Okay, start telling me. And you start telling me, I say, I'll end your story for you. I'm like, no, I'm good. You ain't got to tell me no more about your story. I don't even want to hear it. I don't want to hear nothing about your story. But anyway, yeah, we was talking about the greatest today. Yeah, how nobody can really touch him. We just barely opened up the can, and it's just such a killer. I mean, I could just kill people with that. Friday we're gonna try to do a lot more. We'll do more. We'll talk about the boxing that's coming up. But I know some things I missed. I just got to remember. There was some things I missed from Monday. Some things I wanted to cover. But this one always comes up though. I just want people to shut up. That you're not MTM. You're not a spokesperson. Nobody. It's the top 0.05% don't give a shit about you. Never will. It's too late to get them to. Because you're talking about money. You're not Money Mayweather. Even if you think you're Money Mayweather, I don't care if somebody has $1 billion. That's not money compared to like the top people. They laugh at your money. You can't. There's nothing that you couldn't buy nothing in their house. Nothing. But that's too much money. But you can't buy nothing. Look at the most expensive yachts and tell me if somebody like Mayweather can even maintain it. You can't. So stop. Your money. Those people would just call you change. A lot of us look at you like, oh, yes, money. But it's just change. It's nothing. It's nothing. Don't pride yourself on your money and stuff, You have at one point you have to stop that. Like you're not fighting anymore. So at one point you have to stop that, that little, it's a charade. At one point you just got to stop that and just be a person. Make people like you for who you are. This be your own personality, so people say, "Oh, I can mess with him." People can't mess with you the way that you are. Yeah. What do you think about these new automatic trucks? I don't like nothing when they're big. When it's a big truck, I just never liked it. I still don't like them. Well, I love my truck, but I'm saying but a lot of these trucks is just, it don't fit them. It's just like, oh, I don't get it. It's like, what are you doing? What you mean automatic? And they changed it to where even like the transfer, like the transfer case and all that. That's automatic now. I'm not even used to that. Because usually, like you might have like 2 pedals or something like that to switch it up. You don't even have 2 pedals now. Because remember in the Army we had the 6-wheel drive. We had the deuce and a half. I think the 5-ton was I never drove a 5-ton, but I think it might have been. I think it might have been a 6-wheel drive too. But that deuce and a half ain't no joke though. That deuce and a half be driving over shit. And that deuce and a half, you be in that deuce and a half talking about, flick that little switch, all them wheels be going. You tearing some shit up. You hear that Cummings. You hear that Cummings diesel. Yeah. Yeah, but I love the old ones. That's what somebody was telling me. Say, man, go get it. They have dealerships now that sell nothing but old school cars. So that's a win-win. You're not going to lose by buying an old school car. How you going to lose? No matter what you pay, the price is going to go up. Once you retire it, you're going to get the same amount of money back, which is cool. You get the same amount of money back on that. You get the same amount of money. That's more of an investment. These cars now are just garbage. I don't care what you buy. It's all trash. Yeah. Sir Flame said, yeah, I remember that. He cried. He said, my Army days. Yeah. But see, those, these cars that they have now, all the plastic, all the others, but they don't add up to what they should be no more. They just don't. The value. It's very few cars that still have the value. They just ain't gonna have the value. Simple as that. Yeah. Yeah, but we talk more about that. I don't care. We talk about everything. Up in Eaglesware Boxing, we always talk about everything here. Yeah, we did like a little brief on Ali. Just a little brief story on Ali. That's all. And we won't even have to talk about Ali. We're talking about other people. Like, how do you really match up? You don't. You don't really match up. And we just got to show, hey, you really don't match up like you want to. You want to match up a certain way, but you just don't. That's not the way you match up. Regardless of what you think. Sorry about that. but you just don't. But like I said, this is a layer, and we do layers up here in Eagles. When we do layers, we'll go a step, another step, another step. But we're gonna win though. You're gonna lose. We're gonna run you, brother. You're gonna lose up in here today. Yeah, you're gonna lose today. I shouldn't even say it in that tone because somebody in here, if they're still in here, they'll have flashbacks, and they'll realize where that tone came from. But let's get out. Let me get out of here, man. Y'all holding Eagle hostage again. Yeah, but my shout out to all the real people that I see, and my shout out to all y'all that mess with me. We're gonna do more on Friday. Y'all know what it is. This is Wednesday, man. Eagles wear boxing. Y'all know what it is. Nothing but blessing. Oh, Sir Flame. Hey, Derek, we got to try to get the real story out of Sir Flame. Though he gone right now, right? Is he on break? Did they put him? Did they let him have a break up there? Is he really somewhere else, or they just gave him a break? Because he was quick. Came in, he was out. I don't know, Sir Flame, if you still out there, man. We laughing at you, brother. Hey, but we still love you, man. It don't matter. Me and Derek like this. We don't know what happened. I don't know. He's coming in quick now. So I don't know. Let me get out of here, man. But I gotta stop, man. Yeah, we're gonna start a whole new. We're gonna start a whole nother conversation and be going again. And I'm gonna try my best not to do that. But okay, there he is. I saw him. All right, bro. All right, I'll see you. All right, brother. I'm gonna catch y'all, man.